The Breakfast Club.
I mean, the guy, we are the Breakfast Club. Let's get to the rumors. Let's talk Soulja Boy.
It's about time.
What's going on? Rumor report. This is the Rumor Report.
Talk to him.
With Angela Yee on the Breakfast Club.
Well, it is still going on. These two still have not come to any resolution. Don't you tell them that they should, okay? Mm-hmm. Here is what Soulja Boy ended up doing yesterday. He went to the hood and posted this video.
Hey, what's going on? Yeah, man. Nah, you hate it. Hey.
They say Soulja ain't from the hood.
Get off me, though. Get off me, though.
What's happening, bro? What you want to do?
What's up, man? Who phone is this?
My brother phone. That's my phone. That's my phone.
That's
my phone.
All right. Bro, stop all that weird ass you got cracking before I really knock you out. Nigga, come on, bro. You want to get down with it?
What's up, blood? What's up, blood? Paul Room.
Man, what is all this Negro nonsense y'all playing on the radio this morning?
You could see what was
that?
going on. So Soulja Boy was on Instagram Live, and it looked like he was trying to show that these are his
guys from the hood,
his bros,
right?
And something went a little left. I guess one of the guys was like, "Man, get off."
Soulja Boy was out there faking and frauding, acting like he was down with the set, acting like he noticed people, tried to put his arm around a complete stranger, and the complete stranger was like, "All right, get up off me." Okay.
And then Soulja Boy threw his phone to the ground.
And acted like he wasn't about to fight. He acted like he was about to fight, but he moonwalked behind 30 other people and then started saying, "What's up, blood? What's up, blood?" There was nothing but space and opportunity between Soulja Boy, his phone, and that young man.
Right.
But then Soulja Boy chose to fall back behind 30 other people.
But there were rumors yesterday that he got jumped and they took his phone.
Right.
He needs to.
But
all of that needed to happen to him until he learned the harsh lesson.
That isn't exactly what happened. Now, Chris Brown got a good chuckle out of this, and he said this.
He gonna cry in the car. He gonna cry in the car.
That was Sean's chain, man.
He gonna cry in the car.
So I don't know what's going to end up happening, but Chris Brown has said before all of this that he would challenge him to a fight for charity. Here's what Chris Brown said.
Hey there, guys. To all my white fans and the parents out there looking at this and looking down upon me, we're gonna fight for charity. We're gonna make sure all these proceeds go to charity, one, so that this point right here is made. We never gonna make another one of them. So we gonna give all the money to all the kids that need it so they can be successful. Because you do not want to be that type of
That I agree with. We don't need no more Negroes like Soulja Boy multiplying. How much it costs to be in a gang nowadays? Do you get a discount for a group rate?
I don't know.
And we're all old enough in this room to remember when Bloods and Crips used to have way better celebrity representation. They just letting any celebrity down now.
Well, Chris Brown and Karrueche also got into it on social media. Chris Brown posted...
What gang Karrueche in?
This is the funniest ish ever. He said, this N-word has an imaginary beef and act like I called him never happened. He said, I commented on her pics for this fact only so that no matter how stupid I looked, she would feel poppin'. I have the means and connections to contact her. Y'all soaked it up. I love it. I guess Karrueche felt like she had enough. Probably bothered her with the whole poppin' comment. And she said, the drama between these two is so ridiculous. It makes no sense. We just bought in a new year and this is what we doing. Leave the extra out rah-rah-ish behind. This isn't cool or funny. It's draining, not just for me, but for everyone. And then she also said, second off, trying to make me feel poppin'. You talking about your old song, Poppin'? You know what makes me feel poppin'? Getting up and going to set, walking in my apartment and seeing my Emmy with my name on it, giving away shoes and feeding the less fortunate, being able to provide for my own family with my own money. That's what makes me feel good about myself.
Yeah, Cowabunga. But what set you claim, though? All right?
She ain't got no set.
That's what's important out here in these streets, allegedly. According to these stupid...
Well, Chris Brown didn't take too kindly to that. He said, no one asked for this opinion. It ain't over you. Girl, keep the fame you got and stay classy.
Oh, God.
This man randomly started this. Now you gas, plugging what you got going on. How do we know you again? Ain't no more... cray and all that ish. Did a gesture, being playful, commenting under your pics. Notice how much attention you weren't getting until I put still wanted under your picture. Karrueche is 2 years famous. I'm so sick of N-words coming at me left and right. And now she want to chime in. Nobody gives a F. Now this dumbass want to pop like it's about you. Living in this dream world of yours, all your friends and are your friends because you were Chris Brown's girl, and the other friends you still talk to, I F'd.
I thought Chris Brown said he wasn't going to do a whole bunch of jaw-jacking.
He said, so advice from bitches that have my D in their mouth is really not informative.
Now, I'm not going to lie. That was a hard line. I like that bar. Drop on the clues bombs for that bar. I read that yesterday. I was like, you know what? He's absolutely right. If you talk bad about me and my penis has been in your mouth, you know, your opinion on me is really not warranted. You can't really take that opinion too serious.
So some people were feeling like Karrueche should have just kept quiet and not said anything.
It had nothing to do with her. It was between him and Soulja Boy.
But he did bring her into it by saying, I would try to make you feel poppin'. And that seems like that's what made her annoyed.
Leave them two crazy Negroes alone.
I just don't shame the girlfriends just because you had sex with them or because they gave you oral. That's why women should always put a knuckle in a man's butt. So whenever a man start talking crazy like that, whenever a man start talking crazy like that, you can always hit him back on the gram and be like, yeah, I may have, sucked you off, but I put my knuckle in your butt.
Wait a minute. Before break, it was a finger. Now it's up to knuckle?
You have a lot of weird things you do.
No, listen, man. Women got to take back.
And last but not least, Keke Palmer weighed in. And Keke Palmer, she said, it makes me sad when our brothers fight each other. It makes me even more sad when we
Ain't
all
nobody fighting.
Encourage it.
That's the problem. Ain't nobody really fighting. If people was really fighting, if people was really fighting and really getting to it, people would watch how they move on social media. People would watch the things they say to others. There's no consequences or repercussions. Ain't Soulja Boy on probation? Yeah, probation officers ain't intervening and locking none of these Negroes up. Negroes really ain't getting into no fights in the street. That's why they just all on social media yapping.
I hate to agree, but yeah.
That's all it is, yapping. Yeah. When you got some real consequences or repercussions that happen to you because of your yapping, you stop the yapping.
When you get punched in the mouth one time, you stop.
I will say this: there's a lot of people that are egging it on and enjoying watching this. I feel her like it's not enjoyable for us. It shouldn't be enjoyable for us to watch.
It is. It's all fun and games till somebody gets shot or punched in the mouth, but we ain't seen that happen in a long time, so nobody takes it serious.
Right.
All right. Well, I'm Angela Yee, and that's your rumor report.
All right. Thank you, Miss Yee. Now we got front page news next. What we talking about, Yee?
We are going to talk about, can you sue Apple because of FaceTime? We'll talk about a couple that is trying to sue because of an accident that they are saying is caused by FaceTime.
Ain't nobody take the answer.
All right. We'll talk about it when we come back. Keep it locked. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning. Oh, at 9 o'clock, we have a major announcement. We're going to be talking about some, I believe it's the awards, right?
Okay. iHeart Music Awards.
iHeart Music Awards.
It was supposed to be a surprise.
Is it a surprise?
It was a surprise. You wasn't supposed to tell everybody what the announcement was.
That's what you did. I didn't say it. I said it was having a surprise.
You supposed to just say it was a special announcement. Like we do it every year around this time. Like we just say it's a special announcement, and then at 9, like we, boom, we give it to them. You just told everybody what
you didn't hear that.
You don't know exactly
what
it is.
You don't hear. Nobody heard that. It's 9 o'clock.
Tell us exactly what it is, Envy.
9 o'clock, special announcement. You don't want to miss it. You don't know what it is, but you don't want to miss it.
Okay.
Front page news next. Breakfast Club. Come on. We are the Breakfast Club. Let's get into some front page news. Now in sports, my Giants play Green Bay. This Sunday, I'm actually going to the game. Now let me ask you guys
a question. You going to Green Bay?
Yeah, I'm going to Green Bay.
You going to the frozen tundra?
-4 degrees this Sunday.
Man, I can't wait to watch y'all lose. Y'all gonna lose. I'm going to tell you why y'all going to lose.
Why?
Odell Beckham Jr. was on a speedboat with some Uggs on.
No, he wasn't.
And some Speedos.
He didn't have Uggs
Every
on.
man in that picture had an erection except for Trey Songz.
And he wasn't a speedboat.
And Trey Songz didn't have no Speedos on either. Trey was in that picture, wasn't he?
He was in that picture.
Who else was in that picture?
A bunch of Giants. Victor Cruz.
Victor Cruz in that picture?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't see Victor.
Victor Cruz had a scully on.
Oh, Victor had the Dominican Speedos on. He had the Dominican flag on the Speedos. I saw that. I did see that.
Shut up. But let me ask you a question. Last time the Giants won, right? They beat Green Bay, right? Then they beat the Cowboys. Then they beat the Patriots. Oh, okay. Same thing. Just asking.
It's not the same, bro.
Just asking.
You think y'all gonna win when your wide receiver, your star wide receiver, the only offense y'all really got was on a boat with some Uggs on? With a bunch of men with erections? Something ain't right here, bro.
Who said they had erections?
Go look at that picture again. All I see is bulges everywhere.
What are you looking at? This guy.
Go look again. Why everybody got a chub in that photo?
Charlamagne's with us.
Go look again.
Now let's talk about Apple. What's going on with Apple, Yee?
Well, a Texas couple is actually suing Apple. They're saying that FaceTime distracted a driver. That driver rammed into their car and killed their 5-year-old daughter. Now the parents are saying that Apple should have a safer alternative design so that FaceTime could be disabled while you're driving. They said that at the time of the collision in question, the iPhone had the necessary hardware to be configured with software to disable or lock out the ability to use FaceTime. But that driver was using his FaceTime, and that's when he struck their car going 65 miles an hour. The couple had slowed down because there was police activity, so they had slowed down, but he was on FaceTime and just rammed into the back of the car.
I'm sorry for that couple's loss. I do not wish that on anybody to have to lose a child, but that is that driver's fault for answering the FaceTime. That is not Apple's fault for having FaceTime on the phone.
Not at all.
Well, they are suing Apple now, so we'll see what happens. This could be interesting.
All right, well, let's talk about this black marching band. What happened?
All right, well, the Talladega
Why you gotta
College...
say black like that? Why you just gonna say marching band? Why I gotta be a black marching band?
Well,
Why?
Because it's a black marching band.
It is from a marching band from a historically black college in Alabama.
HBCU.
Right, the Talladega College Marching Tornadoes, and they have accepted an invitation to go to Donald Trump's inauguration.
Oh, that's why Black matters in this
Right.
situation.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So they're supposed to take
Black
part in
bands
that
matter.
parade following his swearing in. Now, people are now calling for them to not go and perhaps just not show up to Donald Trump. A lot of people have been invited and have been turning down Donald Trump, so they want the band to withdraw from any inaugural events for Donald Trump.
They might need the promo though. Like a lot of
The
people that are
school?
turning down the events, you know what I mean, are actually like kind of big stars, I guess. That black band you just mentioned may need the promo. Do they need promo for bands?
Well, they need probably for the school to get more people to come to the school. But I
don't know if that's going to make people want to go there.
Are they getting paid?
I don't know how that works. But
I'm
I'm
sure the
just
school
saying,
gets a donation. I'm sure of that.
it's just about, he said a lot of negative things about people of color. So it should make you not want to, it kind of looks like you support him
Right.
when you go and perform at his inauguration. That's what the issue is.
All right. Well, that's front page news. Now, when we come back, 800-585-1051, we got one question.
What is you Negroes' obsession with the hood?
Why are you guys infatuated with the hood?
Why?
That is the question. 800-585-1051. We've seen it with Soulja Boy. Soulja Boy is pretty successful. He's making some money out there. But he went back to the hood for what reason? I don't know. Why do people want to go back to the hood?
I don't get it. It's literally millions of kids in the hoods of America who would love to get out of the hood. And
Yes.
you got these privileged celebrities like Chris Brown and Soulja Boy dying to be in the hood. I don't get it. Is this what you're choosing to use your fame and fortune for? Is this what you clowns use your influence for? Why would you want to be a gangbanger if you don't have to be? Why would you want to be in the hood if you don't have to be? I don't understand it.
800-585-1051. That is the question. What is the infatuation with the hood? Why? Why? Call us up right now. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.